Hello, this is going over homework. Geometry homework, page 540, lesson 8.5. Our first two problems, the question is it a trapezoid? I graphed the points already, save us a little time. Is it a trapezoid? How can we prove that something is a trapezoid, that a quadrilateral is a trapezoid? We know that a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with what? Only two sides parallel. We've got to check out and see if the sides are parallel, if only two sides are parallel. How do we figure out if sides are parallel to each other? We look at their slopes. Look at their slopes. If they have the same slopes, they're parallel. Let's work on it. Here we go. Between B and C, let's do the slope. Change in Y. Change in X. Okay, here it is. Hey, Y's 3 minus 1. X's 2 minus 3. On top, that's 2. On the bottom, that's a negative 1. That's going to be a negative 2 for that slope. Slope is negative 2. Let's do another color right here. These two right here, D to C. Slope is change in Y, change in X. Here it is, negative 2 minus 1 over negative 2 minus 3. This is going to be a negative 3 over a negative 5. That's going to be a positive 3/5. Okay, that's the slope right here, positive 3/5. Let's look at this one. We'll do it in red. Slope, change in Y. Change in X. Okay, Y's first. 0 minus a negative 2. On the bottom, negative 5 minus a negative 2. On top, minus a negative plus a positive. Same here. Minus a negative plus a positive. On top, I have 2. On the bottom, I have negative 3. That's going to be a negative 2/3. That slope right here, negative 2/3. Okay, the last one, the upper left. Let's do it in black. Black, I wanted. There we go. Okay, here we go. Slope, change in Y. Change in X. Y minus Y. Let's go 0 minus 3. We're looking at A and B. 0 minus 3. X minus X. Negative 5 minus 2. On top, that's a negative 3. On the bottom, that's negative 7. So that's going to be a positive 3/7. Let's take a look at those four slopes. Notice no pair of opposite sides are parallel because no pair of opposite sides have the same slope. So the answer here is a big no. It is not a trapezoid. Let's go to the next one. Same question. It's drawn for us. We got to figure out the slopes. Why? Because we got to figure out is one pair of opposite sides parallel? Well, let's look at the slopes. Here we go. Let's start right over here. We'll do it in black to start. B and C. Change in Y. Change in X. So Y minus Y. Let's go 1 minus a negative 4. X minus X. Negative 1 minus 1. On top, minus a negative plus a positive. That's 5. On the bottom, that's negative 2. So that's going to be negative 5/2. That's right here. Slope is negative 5/2. Okay, different color. Let's go orange. DC. Slope is change in Y. Change in X. Okay, Y minus Y. I see 0 minus a negative 4. X minus X. Negative 3 minus 1. Minus a negative plus a positive. That's 4 on top. On the bottom, that's going to be a negative 4. I see a negative 1. Here's the slope right here. Slope is negative 1. Okay, how about this one up here in green? Here we go. Slope is change in Y. Change in X. I think you see something special on this one from A to D. Y minus Y. 3 minus 0. X minus X, negative 3 minus negative 3. Okay, on top you have 3. On the bottom, minus a negative plus a positive, you get 0. Oh, wait, I can't divide by 0. The slope here is undefined. That's between A and D because it's a vertical line. Undefined slope. Okay, the last one between A and B. Let's go blue. Okay, here it is. Slope between A and B, change in Y over change in X. Okay, here we go. We've got Y's first, 3 minus 1. On the bottom, -3 minus a -1. On top, that's 2. On the bottom, that's going to be plus a positive. That's going to be a -2. That's going to be a -1. The slope here is -1. Look at that. These two lines right here, they have the same slope. They're parallel to each other. So yes, on this one here, it's a big yes. It is a trapezoid because only two sides are parallel. Keep on going. Hey, number 8, it says find the missing angles. Now, it is a trapezoid. Two sides are parallel, and look at the two legs. We got a leg here and a leg here. This is a isosceles trapezoid. This is the one special type of trapezoid. Isosceles trapezoid, what do we know about it? Yeah, the legs are congruent. What do you know about the angles? Oh, base angles are the same. Down here, base angles are the same. Well, then we've got 100 right here for L. Hey, what about the other two? Remember, these two, they got to add up to 180. These two got up to 180 because the lines are parallel. These right here are consecutive interior angles. 180 minus 100. Yeah, we get 80 degrees for here. Let's do it in red. 80 degrees for this one. 80 degrees here. We've got all 4 angles. Okay, let's look at this one. Another isosceles trapezoid. Okay, hey, once again, base angles are the same. These two are the same, and these two are the same. Okay, so here we go. We've got, let's do it in green. We've got 118 for this one. Oh, these two got to add up to 180. These two got to add up to 180. So here we go. 180 minus 118. Wow, what's that, 62? 62 there. Yeah, that looks good. Yep. 62 for M, 62 for L. We've got all the angles. Okay, let's see what we've got here. It's a trapezoid. We need to find the mid-segment length. Here it is. That's the mid-segment. The reason, again, that they call it that is it goes from a midpoint M to another midpoint N. That's the mid-segment. What do we say about the length? Yes, it is parallel to the base is good, but the length is what? The length is the average of the two sides. Let's call it X. Here we go. X is the average of 21 and 25. On this one, we add them up, divide by 2. Here it is. That's going to be what, 46 divided by 2. Boom, our answer 23. Nice, there it is. Okay, how about this one? Hey, same idea. There's the mid segment. They kind of turned it around. There's the mid segment right down in the middle. Hey, it's the average of the two bases. So here it is. Let's do it. 57 plus 76 divide by 2. The mid segment is the average of the two bases. What do we got there? Looks like we've got 3, carry the 1. That's going to be 12, and 1 is 13 over 2. Cut it in half, see what we got, huh? 133 divided by 2. Boom, there it is. 66.5 is our X. That's the mid segment right there. Number 15, we'll check on that. Yep, that's it. Okay, here we go. Topic, hygiene words. Hygiene, since everybody's into, cleaning this and cleaning that now. Hygiene words. What do you got? Don't give me an A, B, C, D. Give me a hygiene word on this. AJ Ellis, what do you got? Absolutely right, AJ. D for disinfectant, okay? Good job, AJ. Let's look at them. The base angles, which one is not always true? The base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent. That's always true. On an isosceles trapezoid, base angles are always the same. The mid-segment of a trapezoid is parallel to the two bases. That's what we just saw just a little bit ago. Absolutely true all the time. B, true all the time. The bases of a trapezoid are parallel. When we introduce trapezoids, absolutely, that's it. That's what it is. It's a quadrilateral with only two sides parallel. The bases are the parallel sides. D, the legs of a trapezoid are congruent. Well, they could be. You could have something like this. That's an isosceles trapezoid. There you go. Or, of course, you could have something like this. There you go. Those legs are definitely not congruent, so D, disinfectant, okay? And we'll continue on this problem, part 2.